fit some more laws in that they're sure about, like this, X-rated content laws.
Yeah, definitely. I think one thing that we've mentioned in the past as well, and this is, globally, not just specific to the EU AI Act, is how much of this is an AI law and how much of this is a law that exists which AI should be tagged onto, because there are already a load of laws around there for, the R-rated content, that entire not only industry that exists, but also platforms and everything else, right? So the question I always have is I don't want to see overregulation, which then stifles the innovations, or as we've seen with the likes of, Sora, for example, was just not physically allowed to be turned on in the UK when it got released because of our digital act that they put through. So I think what we'll just see is, let's face the reality. You and I don't have the leading models in the UK where I'm based, or in Australia where you are. They are American. So
Yeah.
they, could just turn around and say, well, we're just not going to serve your industry, your country, your region, whatever it may be, because it's too difficult to get there. I think what we do need though is, like we saw for the deep fakes, the all of this stuff that's kind of come through from AI, for voice cloning and the scams and everything like that. We do need protection in place. I think one that is a very, very fine edged sword is AI in image generation that is not nefarious in the true sense of the word, but for example, marketing content. Should the user know that it is an AI photo, even if it's a real product that has been put into a specific scenario, even if it's got an AI background, which could be done with a simple tool as like Canva, just changing backgrounds, but because it's been generated by a Nano Banana or ChatGPT, that means it needs to be flagged as AI. So I think it doesn't surprise me it was pushed back. Businesses didn't really know it even existed in some areas, or how to comply to it, or what it meant for their business. But I think what we'll just don't want it to stifle innovation is kind of the short and long of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of really tricky things to navigate in that space, because once things go into law, it's very difficult to change them. And we've seen in Australia specifically, we're very aggressive with some of the laws that we put out, and some companies just flat out refuse to be here. They just remove
Yeah.
themselves from Australia because some of our laws, which is pretty interesting. So 82% of small businesses are now using AI. That is a very interesting stat.